So lately, because of IFRS 18 implementation, we have been hearing a lot about the APMs and MPMs, that is basically alternative performance measures and the management performance measures. So let's get started and let's understand both of these indeed. So previously we have already heard about alternative performance measures and what exactly do they cover. So basically it's just that a profit figure has been taken, it has been adjusted for depreciation, for exceptional items, for any other necessary adjustments which would reflect or be helpful for the users to understand the financial statements better. So let's say that there's a huge variation in the profit this year because of an exceptional item, a profit on disposal of a subsidiary or something like that, then that will be removed and then an actual profit figure for this year will be shown with a comparable figure with last year and so on. Now of course this means that it will help the users better. There are adjustments made and you will make a disclosure about why exactly it is helpful, why this measure was used, what was the change made, what was the reconciliation, how exactly did we arrive to that figure, what was the tax implication, if there is any NCI implication also to that. So the NCI implication part is basically if there is a subsidiary also, and of course there will be some non-controlling interest. Let's say 20% is owned by somebody else, 20% of the subsidiary, so there will be some non-controlling interest and the profit figure, how much profit will go to that NCI and so on, that also will be shown, and that's it. That's all about it. Speaking of MPMs, it's merely that it is coming out of your income and expenses subtotal. So let's say you have made an operating profit adjustment for removing the disposal, removing the exceptional item off, or you have made an adjusted profit difference, or removing depreciation, you removing non-cash items and all of that. So for that purpose, MPM is sometimes similar to APM, but the problem is that it does not include all the financial statement items. It is just limited to income and expenses subtotals. Speaking of MPM disclosures, it's all singled up, all jotted down into one single note, which is similar to APM disclosure also, like everything in one single note and why it is used as a measure, statement that it is just management's point of view for defining one aspect of the profitability, and that it is not necessarily supposed to be comparable with other firms because other firms will have different formulas, you will have a different formula. Then afterwards a reconciliation as to how exactly did you come to that figure, and then the tax implication, NCI implication, which I already explained. If you found this useful, please do share with as many as possible because many are getting confused in this SBR ACCA exam topic and it is going to be tested, so you should know about MPMs and APMs now. MPM is a newly added topic now only because now IFRS 18 is going to be tested and you would have to be very well aware of IFRS 18 disclosure requirements.